Good morning from Barranco Camp on Kilimanjaro, 3,900 meters above sea level.
Sorry, it's cold, so I'm not stopping moving. So today's challenge, it's a little bit of a shorter hike. However, we're climbing up the infamous Barranco Wall.
Yeah.
Straight up, straight up.
It's crazy to see that like this is where we're going in 2.5 days. Kibo Peak.
Let's go. This morning was the hardest day that we've ever done. So we just had breakfast. We've got all of our stuff packed up here. So we're pretty much ready to go whenever we get the okay. It's always nice to start earlier because then you get to camp earlier too. You're not rushed, anything like that, so yeah.
Right now it's 7:45 and we're just waiting for the sun to finally reach us because it is a little bit windy and very cold this morning. And sun. So much better here.
Glorious.
And just like that, we're losing the sun again. It's chilly this morning. Whew.
That wind chill has a bite to it.
What they call the kissing rock. I did it.
How do you make that look so easy?
It's fine. Every single day, I'm more and more impressed with the porters. Seeing them like go uphill with some extra weight, like literally balancing on their head is something. But seeing them literally like almost like mountain climb with that same bag on their head is just insane. Those guys are like something different. They're another breed. You got this.
So there's another little climbing section, which is a little challenging. But one thing I do have to say is the rocks are really good in like having spots for your feet, having spots for your hands. It's not just like a flat rock up. So it's okay. Let's do it.
All the way down there on the mountain, you can actually see the line where the trees are actually stopping to grow. Like it's a clear line, and then after that, it's mainly rocks and tiny bushes. Anyway, so we're gonna do a little snacky break, a little bit of water, a little bit of food, then we're gonna keep going. Everyone put it here, because we made it through Barranco Wall. That was the more tricky part, but to be honest, like so far, this is my favorite day since we started.
It is really fun.
Fun times. Now we're at the highest point for today, which is 4,200 meters above sea level. Now Raymond says we're gonna go down and up and down and up. And down and up, or just two? Is it just twice, or just down, up, down, up?
Down, up, down, up, down, up.
Okay, perfect. This is like Kilimanjaro's highway. There's like us on the right lane and then 2 lanes of porters on the left because they're going much faster than us.
So we saw our camp come into view, and Ray was like, oh, there's just one last big down and big up. And we're like, okay. Well, we just saw our big down and a huge up to get to it yet. So it's a little further than it looks.
About 2 months ago, there was like a big fire here, like on this side of the mountain. They think that it might have been started like with like a cigarette butt. So be careful.
Last up before the camp.
So we just made it to Karanga Camp. Fun fact, it means peanut in Swahili. I'm not sure what the correlation is because there's no peanut around. But anyway, we're gonna sleep here tonight. We're just over 4,000 meters above sea level. So yeah, hopefully like we're gonna be fine. So far, all 4 of us feel fine.
Seem okay.
Raymond feels fine too, our guide. Yeah.
So today I would say would be probably we'll see what lies ahead, but the most challenging day in the sense of my muscles weren't sore before, but like I'm a little sore today.
It was a lot of climbing like walls, but at the same time,
yeah,
it was our favorite day.
It was the most fun.
Yeah.
Like it was so much fun.
So we're gonna spend the rest of the day relaxing, eat a lot of food.
Yes.
Relaxing, eat a lot of food again for supper,
Staying
and just
warm.
hoping for some sun just for an hour. I'd be very happy. Just so we can dry our stuff, because all our stuff is like a little bit humid because the humidity level here is very high. But you can tell like the clouds are rolling in, so we're not very hopeful, but you never know.
We'll see.
Since we started this climb, I was like, how cool would it be to get pizza? And guess what? They make pizza and it's the best pizza I ever had on a mountain.
Valid.
So the lunch was delicious.
It was like our lunch yesterday, like really high calorie foods, but just good hiking food.
Yeah, it's very impressive what they can do like at 4,000 meters in the middle of a mountain.
Yeah.
So anyway, we're gonna chill for a bit. To be honest, like the day is kind of wake up, have breakfast, hike, have lunch, do nothing, have supper, go to bed.
Yeah. Normally we kind of hike after, but like it's also raining right now.
Yeah.
So today is just kind of chill.
Our main goal today is to stay
Warm. I'm cold.
And dry.
Every day you pretty much can get washed. To be honest, we've only been doing like every couple days. But this is actually our last opportunity to wash until after we summit because this is our last water source place. So from here on out, they're just gonna porter up water that has just for drinking like that amount. So taking an opportunity to do a good clean. That's about it.
And now that we're clean and changed, we have
Tea time!
with popcorn, which is, I've been appreciating that popcorn like so much. I love that. Right now we just gotta go at the main shack to sign in into the camp. It's something we didn't do when we first arrived because everyone arrived at the same time and the lineup was very long. So we just decided to go have lunch and do our things first. But can you look around and see how many tents there is? There's probably like, I don't know, 70 tents or something like that. And then tomorrow after breakfast, all of this is gonna disappear and it's gonna be empty. The work that is being done by the guides and the porters, once again, outstanding. Nesto is not only our favorite porter, he's also our new favorite photographer. 1, 2, 3, action!
So for supper we have rice with some bolognese sauce, there's some veggie and a salad, an avocado salad. Looks really good. I have to say I'm not extremely hungry tonight, but I got a little bit of everything to make sure I still eat.
Good morning. So yesterday, right after supper, we had our daily health check. Everyone is doing really good, so that's a very good news. And then we went straight to bed because today is going to be a big day, and then tomorrow is going to be an even bigger day. We are at the end of our trip, so it's a big push.
So once we get to base camp, we're gonna have lunch, we're gonna sleep, we're gonna have an early supper, we're gonna try and sleep again, and then comes the big push.
Nervous?
Yes. But I'm at the point that I'm like, you know what, it's the last 2 days, I do what I can, and I feel good. I thought I would feel a lot worse by this point.
Yeah.
So, do what we can do.
Let's go to 4,700 meters.
Let's go. I'm mainly just really cold right now.
It's freezing. You know, there's no thermometers and I don't have internet on my cell phone, so it's hard to say exactly what the weather is, but because there's a little bit of frost on the tent, frost on the ground with the wind and everything, it's probably close to 0. Nesto with the oatmeal. Yay! Every morning I've been eating oat with like peanut butter and a lot of honey, but today the honey is like frozen solid, so we're gonna try to put some cocoa powder in there. Oats with hot chocolate powder and peanut butter. Delicious. It's now 15 past 7. The sun is finally up. It feels so good, especially on my toes. But like, you know, the camp is kind of like coming alive in the morning, and it's really cool to be in a place where all those people are slowly working towards the same objective, which is to make it on top of Mount Kilimanjaro. So inspirational. So that's Simon. He's always the one slowing down the group. Yeah, you'll see. Sorry about that. JC, you ready for an intense day?
I'm ready. Ready as well as.
Good morning, guys. Good morning. Hello. So after so many days on the mountain, you always end up crossing paths with the same people. So that was John with Mark and Samuel, the two sons. Mark is actually in the military. John is an ex-law enforcement officer in the UK. And Samuel is actually a web developer for some big companies. That's the backstory that I made up for them. I know nothing about them. We just say hi every morning.
That's what happens when you're on a mountain with nothing to think about.
We make up backup story for people. By the way, in the last episode, you probably saw that Dustin had to go down because one of our porter had some medical issue and was escorting him back down to the gate and then to the hospital. Sadly, wasn't able to come back. But yesterday, just after supper time, now we have Gordon. Gordon is our new assistant guide. And with the help of Raymond, they should be able to bring us all the way up to Kili, right?
Yeah!
Yes! Away!
Wow!
Yeah! And today, like every day, it's literally clockwork. The clouds are slowly coming in, covering the mountain and the sun. Technology will never stop impressing me. You can get a Wi-Fi package for your entire hike. There's even Wi-Fi on top of Kilimanjaro. How crazy is that?
So this is Barafu Camp, and this is where most people are stopping and spending the night before they do their summit. But we're actually going about 1 kilometer further up, and that's where we're gonna be camping. It's only like a few companies that have a couple special permits to do that, but it means on tomorrow morning when we wake up, we're that much closer. Sorry. When I talk a lot, there's less oxygen, get a little winded a little easier.
So you probably noticed the entire hike since we started, like I pretty much only wear like a long sleeve shirt, and that's it because my philosophy is I'd rather be a little cold because that means I'm not sweating, because as soon as you start sweating, it's game over. You're gonna be so much colder. Those guys are just taking a layer on, taking a layer off, taking a layer on, and a layer off. And anyway, I finally put my puffer on because it's getting chilly here, but I'm probably gonna take it off soon.
Kilimanjaro, 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 ni mrefu sana. Nama wenzi, nama wenzi, nama wenzi. Wanizunguka, wanizunguka, wanizunguka. Jambo, jambo bwana, habari gani? Nzuri sana, chelele wageni, wakaribishwa wapi? Kilimanjaro, hakuna matata. Twende Stella, hakuna matata. Nungu nungu sinamana nungu. Kanchungulia mosho, kanchungulia rangu, kanchungulia sobo, kanchungulia yo.
What a welcome! Welcome to Kosovo Camp. This camp is at almost 4,800 meters above sea level, so this is definitely the highest we've been on this trip, and to be honest, the highest we've ever been, just period.
In general, yeah.
It is definitely like harder to breathe.
Yeah, like just little things like talking to have a full out conversation, or like by the end of putting this out, I'm gonna be
especially like when you're like walking and trying to do a talking or anything like that. Like it's really like
you feel it.
But spirits are high.
Oh, yeah.
You don't have a headache?
Just a slight, but I've had a slight the whole time. It's never gotten worse. It's gone
but
away.
No nausea or anything like that.
And they're kind
I'm
of
totally fine.
They kind of expect you to have a little something like.
So is it weird that I have nothing?
No.
Okay.
Hello.
Now it is ready.
Oh, perfect. We'll be right out.
To eat lunch.
Okay,
awesome. Thank you. It's lunchtime.
Nesto just told us that tea is ready and lunch almost. Pro tip, when you arrive at camp, try to have a second pair of shoes and let your hiking boots or hiking shoes just on the ground somewhere dry, so the humidity can actually get out. Your life is going to be much better. Just walking from the tent to the lunch tent is exhausting, and it's about 30 meters.
Not even.
Angel asked for like those little grilled cheese with tomato once, and since then we've been having them at every single meal. They are good though.
They're really good.
Oh wow. These are the best ones we've had so far. How are we doing so far, Raymond?
Very, very good.
Perfect.
A+.
So that was a good lunch, and now we're gonna do nap number 1.
Yeah.
Before going back to supper and getting our game plan, and getting ready for that thing. It's getting real now.
It is. The nerves are setting in a little bit, but I trust Raymond. I trust the team, so...
We're really doing well, like physically, like we're really doing well, so
even
high
right
confidence.
Now, just after like exerting myself, like the tiniest headache, like barely nothing. So I have high confidence.
But just like right now, walking, I'm out of breath.
Oh yeah.
Okay, see you soon. Then we wake up and go eat again. 90.
There you go. 93.
So we just had our last prep meeting.
I thought you were going to say our last meal.
No,
I was like,
of course not. The last meal before going out. We just had their little prep meeting with our guides. So they briefed us on basically like how long it's going to take, the temperature, what we can expect and everything. So right now we're setting up all our different clothes and layers that we're going to be wearing
what we're
or
taking
packing.
out of our day packs, because like you don't want it to be too heavy.
Yeah. But we have like 3 guides coming with us, and they told us like, you know, don't be shy. If something is too heavy or whatever, just give it to us. Like
because at the
those
end
guys
of the
are
day,
true athletes.
I'm not
Tracy's
gonna
very
lie.
stressed. Can you
yeah,
tell?
I was fine, and then the nerves kind of set in because he's right. He's like, this is going to be the hardest part. Like, it's just like if you're running a marathon like that, those last few kilometers, like, it's gonna suck. And it's not like you're gonna feel fine 100%. Like, chances are you're gonna be nauseous, you're gonna have a headache, you're gonna want to puke.
So
like,
we're gonna be leaving at midnight. They're expecting 6 to 7 hours up.
Yeah.
Then we're gonna stay there for a few minutes, not too long because it's very high and it's
Yeah.
not good for us. And then coming back down, but altogether should take about 10 hours from the moment we leave the camp to the moment where we come back to have lunch.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be a long day because after that we gotta go halfway down the mountain. We got this.
Okay, we made it this far. Let's go.
So we're gonna finish packing, getting ready, going to bed, and we're gonna see you guys back up when we wake up at around 11.
Yeah.
Good morning. It's 11:25 p.m. We are almost all dressed up. Tracy, how you feel?
The nerves are really high right now, not gonna lie.
There's a lot of wind
super
right now.
windy.
Yeah, so that's gonna be just an extra challenge.
Just getting in my head a little bit with layers and what not to wear, what to wear type thing.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So it's time to get out of the tent, go for a little brief,
Go
eat a little
pee.
snack. Yeah, pee is very important. Fill up our bottle.
Put some toe warmers on.
Yeah.
We need to activate them.
Activated.
Activators.
Are we feeling party people? Yeah.
That was very enthusiastic.
It's a little early, isn't it?
I'm coming around.
Raymond this morning has the good music. Raymond has the good music. Let's go.
Here goes nothing.
Okay, so first break, we are just over 5,000 meters above
Are
sea
we?
level. Yeah.
I was kind of wondering. We're about almost a kilometer.
So just a little break to drink a lot of water, eat a snack. How do you
Yeah.
feel? So far, so good.
So far, so good.
You're doing good.
Yeah, I'm just putting my head down, one foot in front of the other. To be honest, like, yeah. But we can't stop for long because it gets cold.
Got this. You feeling?
Feeling good.
Perfect. Gordon?
Good.
Ellie? Perfect.
Okay, so we're stopping for another snack break. Energy's a little bit low, so we need to get some calories in us. We're about 45 minutes from Stella Point. Definitely a lot harder to breathe, but we're managing. And yeah, I would love to say something like great, but right now I'm just focusing on breathing and walking. My feet are froze. I don't want to stick because it's so wet.
Let's say that the morale is high in the line. Okay, guys, we just made it to Stella Point. Stella Point is basically, we're so out of breath.
Don't make me laugh, rock off.
It's basically the false summit. We have just over 100 meters extra to do to go to Uhuru Peak. Uhuru Peak.
But
We're exhausted, but it's
we're
worth
gonna
it.
sit and drink some more first. They even brought tea, hot cup of tea to serve us at Stella's Point. This is amazing. Cheers.
So after that very nice cup of tea, we have another 45 minutes to 1 hour before reaching the true top. Sorry, I'm so out of breath. The stars are out, which Tracy really appreciates. Spirits are still high, but oxygen levels are really low. Let's go, Raymond. Take us to the top.
Nothing is stopping me now.
You got this. Last few steps.
I really want to hurt.
Made it. Now I'm crying because you're crying.
Happy tears, trust me.
6 days.
So there's just so much anxiety and anticipation leading up to this. But honestly, this morning was the hardest day that we've ever done. And I'm just super proud of myself because I never do stuff like this.
Raymond,
Yeah, my man.
thank you.
Good
You
job.
made it.
We did it, bro. It's the top of Africa.
We did it!
Yeah!
That was the hardest thing I've ever done.
Yeah!
That was amazing.
Made it. 6 days, but we made it. Okay, I don't feel my face, I don't feel my fingers, I don't feel my toes, but all worth it. The view from here is beautiful.
It's stunning.
The sunrise it was outstanding. But I can't wait to go down where there's more oxygen.
Oh yeah.
You know, you think oxygen is overrated, but it's really not. This entire trip I've been telling the group, climbing Kili is just a little hike every day for 7 days. But to be honest, especially the last days and maybe the last 2 days, don't mess around with altitude. We saw so many people needing assistance to basically go back down, some even with oxygens, some barely able to like stand up. So trust your guide. If he tells you that you need to go down, you gotta go down. All that said, that I'm super happy that we all made it up, and I really don't take it for granted. That was amazing.
Thank you.
Come here, bud. Come here. Thank you.
Good job.
Thank you. It's because of you guys. You guys are doing all the heavy lifting. Nesto! So yesterday after Summit Day, we actually had to go down for 4 hours and the road was very rocky and very downhill. So this morning our legs are a little bit sore, our knees as well. But guess what? We have 3 hours down of walking down the hill, and after that we are at the main gate. Oh yeah guys, there's a parking lot, cars. Made it. Made it. Tracy!
Tracy. I made it. We made it.
Awa! Awa! Kili!
Jambo bwana, habari gani? Nzuri sana, twelele wageni. Wakaribishwa Kilimanjaro, hakuna matata.
So a massive thank you to Climb Kili for this once in a lifetime adventure. It was a blast. So see you guys.
Cheers. In the next one.